We haven't talked to you since the famous Ballmer blow-by. 44 points. Mm-hmm. Steve Ballmer tries to come up to you pregame. Did you see him?
Yeah.
You saw him?
Yeah.
And it was intentional, the blow-by?
Yeah, I've said this after the game, but I always do this thing. I mean, I finish my free throws. I talk to my 2 coaches that I work out with, and then I sprint to the locker room. Like even like the attendants at our arena now, they like know when they clear the hallway. So I just like sprint. I don't stop sprinting until I get to the locker room. And so I saw him, but I'm just like I'm gone. I started to go. I saw him, and I was just like, I'm gone. Also, it's just like. You have my number.
Right.
You have my agent's number. You have
Has
my
he reached
brother's
out to
number.
you?
No.
Right.
So like if you wanted to like, hey, like let's meet outside, let's meet in the hallway, let's meet outside the locker room.
He wanted it for cameras.
Cool. And yeah, I didn't like it. And then after the game, or before the game, after that happened, one of his people called my agent, was like, hey, can Blake go up to him before jump ball? So like,
yeah, that's like
so fake. Come to me as like a man and say,
right.
Hey, like I'd like to. And cool, absolutely, but not like that.
I stand with you on that one.
Yeah,
I think everyone did. It's like you can't.
But if you're getting ready for a game, I assume, like you just said, you have a routine.
Right.
I assume most players have their thing that they do every time to get prepared. That was just like he knew that people were watching. He probably knew that his own players were watching, and so he wanted to look cool in front of them.
I don't know. That was probably for free agency and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you dropped 44 on him.
Ooh, who won?
Fucking awesome.
Who won that trade? Is it safe to say the Pistons won that trade?
Yeah.
Not really a big like who wins trades.
Well, you're doing a podcast now.
Aren't you trying to get in the media after this?
Am I?
I don't know. That's a other question.
I guess
off of that. Yeah.
Yeah. They got a lot of picks lined up. So
you won that trade.
Yeah, definitely.
What is it like with the Pistons this year? Because you obviously are the team leader, and I think people didn't expect you guys to be in the hunt for the playoffs, and you've kind of, I don't want to say, drag the team, but there's been moments where you have been like, a star guy with a young team, a team that people don't expect from. Like, has it been fulfilling, or has it been like, oh man, I wish we had maybe more help around? Not saying your teammates are bad, but like more help around you at times.
It's been like a fun, fulfilling, I guess, or it's been a fun challenge. Like we had a bad stretch December and January. But we're also one of those teams, and I said this at the beginning of the year, we're one of those teams that we can't have like one guy hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? We need everybody.
Right.
Because when we're collectively all healthy and together, like we're a much better team. And Ish Smith, our backup point guard, who's like a big piece for us, was hurt for basically those 2 months. Reggie Bullock, one of our best shooters, who's now with the Lakers, was hurt, and we just didn't quite get it together. And now we're healthy and playing better, but it's been fun because that team is like a little bit of young, but also a little bit of just like playoff inexperience and like good team inexperience.
Right.
I mean, we have Zaza and like Jose who have like, been on good teams, but and they've done a great job as far as leadership too. But it's been a fun challenge.
What about the famous video bomb by Reggie Jackson when you were giving a speech being like, we won, but we like should have won by more, and we kind of blew that game.
Reggie and I talked about it after. Like, I was just like pissed still in the moment, and Reggie, that's who Reggie is. Like you see him on the plane, on the bus, like he's always joking around, always cracking jokes. He's like that guy that keeps everybody loose. So it was just like a bad.
I mean, that was that was Blake team leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was sending a message. Yeah, that's you. That's the ref saying you've grown up.
Before the interview, I was like, "Hey, come, like do something funny."
Yeah, it was an elaborate.
He did. I was like,
prank.
Mm-mm.
No, no, son.